Newsom, United States Navy, Commander Naval Training Center, and Captain Robert P. McClendon, United States Navy, Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Command, take great pleasure in extending to you a hearty welcome aboard. We are proud to present the young men who make up our modern Navy. Captain McClendon is pleased to present the division officer and staff who successfully led today's companies of today's graduating division. The division officer for Division 3 is Senior Chief Boatswain's Mate, Surface Warfare, Herbert A. Torres. The division officer for Division 4 is Senior Chief Boiler Technician, Surface Warfare, Seferino T. Orgetta. They are responsible for the coordination, scheduling, and well-being of the 653 recruits within the divisions. The chaplain for Divisions 3 and 4 is Lieutenant Conrad Targonsky. Chaplain Targonsky is responsible for the spiritual well-being of each recruit within the division. Division 3 staff includes Gunners Mates Guns, First Class, James E. Johns, Division 4 staff includes Chief Machinist Mate Julius D. Reyes and Chief Machinist Mate Rupert R. Mozak. The company commanders are those outstanding and dedicated men who have personally supervised the training of each recruit within their respective company. Their continuing example of strong leadership, professionalism, and high standards of personal conduct represent the foundation upon which recruit training is built. As a result of their efforts, today's graduates are better equipped to assume a responsible position in the world's finest Navy. As these men are introduced, their company flag will be raised on the field to show their company location. The company commanders for Company 016 are Chief Boiler Technician Albert C. Parks and Chief Quartermaster Delphin R. Dumasway. The company commanders for Company 017 are Operations Specialists, Surface Warfare, First Class, James E. Jones, and Chief Boatswain's Mate, Surface Warfare, Terry R. Smith. The company commanders for Company 018 are Senior Chief Electronics Technician, Surface Warfare, Irvin C. Justice, and Quartermaster First Class, Scott A. Seifert. The company commanders for Company 019 are Radioman First Class, Surface Warfare, Timothy S. Newman, and Boiler Technician, Surface Warfare, Kevin O. Carty. The company commanders for Company 020 are Aviation Structural Mechanic Hydraulics, First Class, Charles Banks, and Hull Maintenance Technician, First Class, David A. Doffins. The company commanders for Company 021 are Chief Interior Communication Electrician Gary R. Pritchard and Machinist Mate First Class Surface Warfare Leo R. Adelori. The company commanders for Company 022 are Gunners Mates Missiles First Class Robert D. Locke and Operations Specialist Surface Warfare First Class William E. Andrus. The company commanders for Company 023 are Gunners Mate Missiles First Class, Surface Warfare, Francis J. Falls, and Machinist Mate Second Class, Stephen M. Gibbons. The company commanders for Company 024 are Machinist Mate First Class, Kenneth K. Watson, and Fire Control Technician First Class, David A. Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the commanding officer, we congratulate the company commanders and division staff who have successfully led these recruits through training. Will the assembly please rise? Today's reviewing party consists of, from left to right, Captain Robert P. McClendon, Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Command. The guest of honor, Mr. Richard W. Rocciolelli, Manager, Protocol, Cubic Defense System, San Diego. Captain Robert A. Knudsen, Commander, Naval Training Center. And the reviewing officer, Captain Greg V. Southgate, United States Navy, Prospective Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Command, San Diego. Please be seated. Today's reviewing officer is Captain Greg P. Southgate, United States Navy, Prospective Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Command, San Diego. A native of Kentucky, Captain Southgate received his commission through the Aviation Officer Candidate Program and was designated a Naval Flight Officer following flight training. Captain Southgate has served with Fighter Squadrons 121, 96, 51, 21, and 171 at the Naval Fighter Weapons School on the Aircraft Carrier Constellation, on the staff of Commander-in-Chief, Special Operations Command, and in the Office of the Chief of Naval Operations. Captain Southgate has also served as Commanding Officer of Fighter Squadron 21. Captain Southgate's decorations include the Defense Meritorious Service Medal, the Meritorious Service Medal, the Air Medal, 3 awards, and the Navy Commendation Medal with Combat D, 4 awards. Today's guest of honor is Mr. Richard W. Rocciolelli, Manager of Protocol and Legislative Liaison for the Defense Systems subsidiary of Cubic Corporation. A native of California, Mr. Rocciolelli graduated from the University of Southern California and Bakersfield College. He served with the Navy at the Naval Weapons Center, China Lake, California, and retired from government service in 1980. Mr. Rocciolelli served as Public Affairs Officer for Ridgecrest Engineering, a subsidiary of Planning Research Corporation, prior to joining the Cubic Corporation. Mr. Rocciolelli is president of the San Diego chapter of the American Defense Preparedness Association and a member of the board of directors for the USO, Greater San Diego Chamber of Commerce Military Affairs Council, National Security Industrial Association, and Freedom's Foundation of Valley Forge. Mr. Rocciolelli is also a life member of the Navy League of the United States and the Tailbook Association. Will the Assembly please rise for the invocation and remain standing for the national anthem? Chaplain Pogonsky will now offer the invocation.
Let us pray. O God, it is the season of light. It is a time to crystallize our efforts for peace. And we find it right to offer you 9 companies of naval champions ready to compete in an Olympics of teamwork, concentration in detail, and fierce self-discipline. As the sun increases its rays from this day on, may divisions 3 and 4 exude warmth, light, good example, and a brilliance never seen before. Make them accredit their success to their families, friends, division staffs, and unforgettable company commanders. With December's wintry days now giving way to a life-renewed spring, we offer Divisions 3 and 4 as a loud tribute to peace on earth and goodwill to all. Amen.
Letter guard! Up, out! Bang!
Please be seated. The command's color guard, parading to the far end of the field, is composed of 6 recruits parading our flags in the order of their seniority. Furthest away is the American flag. Next is the United States Navy flag, complete with battle streamers. These 27 streamers, with 24 silver stars and 33 bronze stars, commemorate the wars and combat actions of our Navy during its proud 215-year history. Next is the Recruit Training Command flag. And closest to you is the Prisoner of War Missing in Action flag, carried in remembrance of the 2,317 Americans still unaccounted for in Indochina. It is our pleasure to welcome the parents and guests of today's graduating recruits. As part of the graduation, an exhibition consisting of 3 evolutions, featuring the Crack Rifle Drill Team, the Drum and Bugle Corps, and the 50 State Flag Team will be performed. The leader of the Crack Rifle Drill Team is Tim Recruit E.J. Campbell of Company 020 from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Honor guard! Point! Arm! Cutting! Roll! Punch!
The rifles being carried are the original 1903 .30 caliber Springfields. This type of rifle was used in World War I. Each weighs just under 10 pounds and its bayonet is made of hardened steel. ladies and gentlemen, Recruit Training Command's Crack Rifle Drill Team. The drones who record drum majors for today are Steam Recruit BC Beavers of Company 018 from Freeport, Texas, and Steam Recruit RW Gildersleeve of Company 024 from Houston, Texas. The 50-state flag team will join the drum and bugle corps in a patriotic salute to the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, Recruit Training Command Special Drill Unit. During the recruit stay at Recruit Training Command, he is taught the fundamentals of basic military drills. Upon arriving at the front of the field, the recruits must align their squads and ranks. This is accomplished by the 3 heavy drum beats from the Drum and Bugle Corps. Each drum beat signals a specific movement which will align the squads and ranks of each company. This is followed by the adjutant's call. The adjutant's call is a short musical piece which signals each recruit chief petty officer to account for the men in his company. Today's review consists of 9 graduating companies, which include the Recruit Drum and Bugle Corps, Color Guard, Crack Rifle Drill Team, 50 State Flag Team, and Division staff, for a total representation of 653 recruits. The Division Commander is Senior Recruit D.C. Gill of Company 016 from San Antonio, Texas. The Division Adjutant is Senior Recruit J.W. Vallejo of Company 016 from San Antonio, Texas. Senior Recruit C.L. Stoda of Company 018 from Monroe, Oregon.
Bugler, sign attention and present arms. Aye, sir. Present sword.
Very well.
All right, Captain. Staff, carry sword. Bugler, sound order arms and parade red. Aye, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Greg V. Southgate, United States Navy, Prospective Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Command, San Diego.
Thank you. Mr. Rusciololi, Captain Knudsen, Captain McClendon, families and friends, and particularly the men of Divisions 3 and 4. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be here. Stand by. Particularly to be here today to share the first graduation of your naval careers. My remarks won't be long, but I'd like to take a couple of seconds to review how you came to be here, what you've accomplished, and what stands before you. Let's start about 6 months ago. Before the 653 of you became known as companies 016, 017, 018, 019, there we go, 020, 021, 022, 023, and 024. And I'll tell you, if those responses don't tell you young men something, there's an awful lot of people here that are awfully proud of you. Let's take a look here where you were and how you came to be here. Some of you, matter of fact, every one of you came from all 50 states in our great United States. Some of you came from places as far away as the Philippines, Guam, possibly the Virgin Islands. You represent every race in this great nation of ours. You came from every sort of background, from Middle America, from the farms, from the industrial Northeast, to maybe even the land of the fruits and nuts out here in Southern California. Your educations range from those with doctorate degrees, which impressed me when I heard that, to those with GED certificates. The age range from 17 to 30 years old. The Navy for a variety of reasons. Some of you have a history of naval service in your family. Some of you are looking for adventure, travel. Some seeking an education. And some possibly to avoid alternatives in the civilian community that may have been real close to you. It makes no difference how you got here. What's impressive is to watch you as groups here today. Your individual decisions to join the Navy, some of you, it happened as long as 2 years ago. You said, I'm going in the Navy, and away you went. Some of you, the bare minimum prior to walking in the gate. Now, you've probably all been too busy to really notice what's happened to you individually and collectively during the last 8 weeks. I tell you, I wish you could have seen yourselves as your family and friends did as you marched in here today. It was really an impressive sight. Besides that, you put on a hell of a show so far today. Let's take a look at what you've accomplished. You've changed your priorities, I would say, from thinking mostly of yourself to being concerned as part of a particular team since you've arrived here. You pulled together from 653 individual persons to 9 cohesive units that have gone together to make up 2 outstanding divisions. You have just completed the most intensive, and I'd say probably the most stimulating, and you can define stimulating any way you'd like, training you've ever had in your life. You've made your families, friends, and every real American extremely proud. For the most part, physical appearance. I would be willing to say that most of your families and friends, when they came to see you earlier in the week, were a bit surprised at what they saw. That's not bad, guys. The majority of you have taken that major step from living at home to being on your own. And quite frankly, that's one of the biggest steps you'll take in your life. And the final accomplishment, whether you realize it or not, is you've just become a professional in the finest Navy in the world. That's by no means an all-inclusive list, but I'll tell you, in 8 short weeks, it's pretty darn impressive to me. These accomplishments are the tip of the iceberg. Guys, there are so many available to you in this Navy, ranging from education to advancement to leadership roles, and conceivably being CNO one day. Don't ever accept less than what you're fully capable of doing. Opportunities are absolutely limitless. The work can be difficult. The hours could be long. The challenges and the pay are never enough, I'll tell you that right now. The rewards, though, are absolutely the most gratifying you'll ever find in any career, probably in this country. My challenge to you is to achieve everything you can during the time you are in the Navy. Don't put off taking that college course, studying for that next advancement exam, or applying for the special programs that so often go unused. In other words, make things happen for yourself, fellas. Don't wait for it to happen for you. Absolutely limitless. The work can be difficult. The hours could be long. The challenges and the pay are never enough, I'll tell you that right now. The rewards, though, are absolutely the most gratifying you'll ever find in any career, probably in this country. My challenge to you is to achieve everything you can during the time you are in the Navy. Don't put off taking that college course, studying for that next advancement exam, or applying for the special programs that so often go unused. In other words, make things happen for yourself, fellas. Don't wait for it to happen for you. In closing, I'd like to share the words of an unknown author. I'd like to meet the individual who wrote this, but I think it's absolutely appropriate for this occasion. And I quote, "A person who has nothing for which he is willing to fight, nothing he cares about more than his own personal safety, is a miserable creation who has no chance of being free unless made and kept so by the exertions of better people than himself." Unquote. Gentlemen, you are keeping America free. Thank you, God bless you, and Merry Christmas.
Award winner! Attention!
Our company commander is chosen from the graduating divisions as the recipient of the Distinguished Leadership Award. These company commanders are chosen for their demonstrated professional performance, sharp military appearance, and outstanding leadership qualities. Lieutenant William D. Klein will present the awards for Captain McClendon. The Distinguished Leadership Award for Division 3 is Operations Specialist First Class Surface Warfare, J.E. Jones, Company Commander of Company 017. Distinguished Leadership Award for Division 4 is Gunner's Mates Missiles First Class, Surface Warfare, R.D. Lott, Company Commander of Company 022. From each graduating company, a recruit is selected by his shipmates to be honored as their company's outstanding recruit. The recruits themselves select the individual in the company who best demonstrated superb qualities of leadership, personal initiative, perseverance, and devotion to duty. Lieutenant William E. Klein will present the awards to the outstanding recruits of Division 3 and 4. The outstanding recruit award winner for Company 016 is Senior Recruit M.D. Bay from Dayton, Texas. Company 019 is Senior Recruit Antonio M. Ramos from Brownsville, Texas. For Company 021 is Senior Recruit S.G. Allen from Bradenton, Florida. For Company 022 is Senior Recruit B.W. Robinson from Anaheim, California. For Company 023 is Senior Recruit J.A. Gonzalez from Escondido, California. For Company 024 is Senior Recruit D.L. Wagner from New Smyrna Beach, Florida. A Citizenship Award, sponsored by the Lions Club of San Diego, is presented to the outstanding recruit in each graduating division who best demonstrated the highest qualities of citizenship and a sincere concern for the morale and welfare of his fellow shipmates. The division officer has selected this week's recipient of the Lions Club Citizenship Award. For Division 3, Company 018 is Senior Recruit H.D. Shockley from Houston, Texas. For Division 4, Company 020 is Senior Recruit D.V. Blackwell from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. For each graduating company, a recruit is selected by the company commanders to be the company honorman. He is selected by virtue of his demonstrated attention to duty, military conduct, responsiveness to orders, cooperation, loyalty, and comradeship. Mr. Richard W. Gacciolelli will now present the certificates to this week's honorman from Divisions 3 and 4. The honorman for Company 016 is Senior Recruit T.D. Cobbler from Pasadena, Texas. For Company 018 is Senior Recruit J.E. Cisneros from Monte Vista, Colorado. Company 019 is Senior Recruit L.J. Kaidi from Kilo, Hawaii. For Company 020 is Senior Recruit M.B. Chandler from Canton, Ohio. For Company 021 is Senior Recruit M.E. Onesimus from Oak Lawn, Illinois. For Company 022 is Senior Recruit B.J. Satterfield from Wichita, Kansas. For Company 024 is Senior Recruit P. Gwynn from Sacramento, California. The Navy League Outstanding Recruit Award is sponsored by the Navy League of the United States. It is presented each week to the company ornament who best demonstrated his support of naval ideals and traditions. These include patriotism, individual dignity, personal responsibility, pride in unit, and physical fitness. We are pleased to have with us the wife of today's winner from Division 3. Mr. Ruscellelli will present the Navy League Outstanding Recruit Award to Senior Recruit M.E. Smyers of Company 017 from Leander, Texas. Outstanding Recruit Award for Division 4 is Senior Recruit R.G. Xiao of Company 023 from Bronx, New York. At the Command Officer Center, all recruit commanders and guidon bearers march to the front and center of the formation. Historically, it was at this point that commanding officers would issue orders and instructions to the unit commanders. Following this, the unit commanders would face about and return to their units to pass along the information to the troops. It is used at this time to give a visual demonstration of the chain of command concept.
Adjutant, Talent Officer Center.
Aye, sir.
D.C. Gill of Company 016 from San Antonio, Texas. Recruit Training Command, Squad Rifle Drill Team. Company 016, sponsored by Naval Supply Center, led by Team Recruit A.J. Nicholas, Los Angeles, California. Company 017, sponsored by USS Portsmouth, led by Team Recruit J.T. Roach from Baswell, Texas. Company 018, sponsored by USS Bristol County, led by Team Recruit R.K. Majors from Boonville, Indiana. Company 019, sponsored Naval Marine Corps Reserve Readiness Center, led by Team Recruit D. Marquez from El Paso, Texas. Company 020, sponsored by the Sundowners, Fighter Squadron 111, led by Team Recruit J.S. Terry from Fort Pierce, Florida. Company 021, sponsored by Air Submarine 21, led by Team Recruit H.K. Hutla from Lafayette, Louisiana. Company 022, sponsored by Naval Submarine Base, led by Team Recruit R. Griffith from Champaign, Illinois. Company 023, sponsored by Police Academy Dispersal Center, led by Team Recruit J.J. Costello from St. Louis, Missouri. Company 024, sponsored by Fleet Reserve Association Branch 61, led by Team Recruit J.I. Bonda from Colma, California. Company 018,
outstanding military performance during the Pass and Review. I'm proud to announce this week's winners of the Best Foot Forward Award from Divisions 3 and 4 are companies 017 and 0... And from Division 4, Company 024. To strong recruits from Company 017 and 024, led by strong company commanders from the strongest divisions at Recruit Training Command. Guide on. Post. Exchange. Guide on. Ready? Two. Company commanders, guidons, post. Forward, march. Should be one of your proudest moments here at Recruit Training Command. You have worked hard, learned much, and have gone through one of the most difficult adjustments of your life to be here today. I'm very proud to be your training group commander. Congratulations, sailors, and good luck. Bosun, pipe Liberty call.
One down, good one! You ain't doing it all!
Company 019, Division 3, sir!
Hang on! I did it!
Hey, who took sports weekend? Who took the Disney Olympics? Who took the best company of Grants in review?
Sitting around with nothing to do.
Sitting around with nothing to do.
Talking to Joe and drinking a brew.
Talking to Joe and drinking a brew.
Sitting around with nothing to do.
Sitting around with nothing to do.
Talking to Joe and drinking a brew.
Talking to Joe and drinking a brew.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa. My recruiter came to me.
My recruiter came to me.
Said a sailor you ought to be.
Said a sailor you ought to be.
My recruiter came to me.
My recruiter came to me.
Said a sailor you ought to be.
Said a sailor you ought to be.
Whoa,
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 whoa. Put me on a silver jet.
Put me on a silver jet.
The night was cold, the ground was wet.
The night was cold, the ground was wet.
Put me on a silver jet.
Put me on a silver jet.
The night was cold, the ground was wet.
The night was cold, the ground was wet.
Whoa,
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 whoa. Put me in a barber's chair.
Put me in a barber's chair.
Spun me around, I had no hair.
Spun me around, I had no hair.
Put me in a barber's chair.
Put me in a barber's chair.
Spun me around, I had no hair.
Spun me around, I had no hair.
Whoa,
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 whoa. Took away my old blue jeans.
Took away my old blue jeans.
Now I'm wearing dungarees.
Now I'm wearing dungarees.
Took away my old blue jeans.
Took away my old blue jeans.
Now I'm wearing dungarees.
Now I'm wearing dungarees.
Whoa,
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 whoa. Used to drive a Cadillac.
I used to drive a Cadillac.
Now there's a sea bag on my back.
Now there's a sea bag on my back.
I used to drive a Cadillac.
I used to drive a Cadillac.
Now there's a sea bag on my back.
Now there's a sea bag on my back.
Whoa,
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 whoa.
whoa.
Ain't no sense looking back.
Ain't no sense in looking back.
Jody's got the Cadillac.
Jody's got the Cadillac.
Ain't no sense in looking back.
Ain't no sense in looking back.
Jody's got the Cadillac.
Jody's got the Cadillac.
Whoa,
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 whoa.
whoa.
Ain't no sense in feeling blue.
Ain't no sense in feeling blue.
Jody's got Susie too.
Jody's got Susie too.
Ain't no sense in feeling blue.
Ain't no sense in feeling blue.
Jody's got Susie too.
Jody's got Susie too. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long, but I'm gonna need somebody. to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From Plains of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, from New York to LA, with a pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me, and I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me, and I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Bebop, bebop, 017. Motivation, dedication is the key to graduation. Hoorah, hoorah. Hey, goodbye, RTC. Hey, goodbye, RTC. Hey, goodbye, RTC. Goodbye, RTC. First week of Bootcamp, my CC gave to me a trip to the marching party. On the second week of Bootcamp, my CC gave to me 2 jock straps and a trip to the marching party. On the third week of Bootcamp, my CC gave to me 3 white hats, 2 jock straps, and a trip to the marching party. On the fourth week of Bootcamp, my CC gave to me 4 or 5 tests, 3 white hats, 2 jock straps, and a trip to the marching party. On the fifth week of Bootcamp, my CC gave to me a 5-minute call, 4 or 5 tests, 3 white hats, 2 jock straps, and a trip to the marching party. On the sixth week of Bootcamp, my CC gave to me 6 barracks hits, 5-minute call, 4 or 5 tests, 3 white hats, 2 jock straps, and a trip to the marching party. On the seventh week of Bootcamp, my CC gave to me 7 running shots, 6 barracks hits, 5-minute call, 4 or 5 tests, 3 white hats, 2 jock straps, and a trip to the marching party. On the 8th week of Bootcamp, my CC gave to me